Hello everybody, my name is Edson and welcome back to a brand new, what should be a world tour. This should be the January, do I call this? Or do I call this the February world tour? I always get confused because like I do it at the end of the month and I can never remember until I upload them whether it's the January or February tour. Hold on, let me just scroll down on my videos. It is, this is supposed to be the January 2017 tour. Now, there's a little bit of a problem there. I have recently announced, and I can go to tour. There we go. So, Car Stars is complete. That's there. DMZ's area. External area. It's been very busy. Spawn Fountain made by Rob. Papado Beach Farm, Kota Oten's Inn. At least it's done. So, we've got a lot of stuff that we could be touring right now, but. It's going to be saved. Because the Patreon server, free dog to whoever tames. Oh, sweet. The Patreon server is going to be reset. And it's going to be reset on April 1st. It's not April Fool's joke. It is being reset on April 1st. It will be a year and 6 months old, I believe, around April 1st. So that's a thing. Now, I could quite easily do a tour right now. I could quite easily do a tour next month. And then obviously do the final tour. But I don't really want to do that. I want to sort of change how I'm going to do this for the reset. I want to change what I want to do. So I'm not going to do a tour this month. I'm not going to do a tour next month at the end of Feb. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Google Doc for all of my Patreons, and there's going to be a sign-up process of people that want me to tour their builds in one-off episodes. Now, builds that are a little bit smaller in terms of size. So say, let's pick one for example. Say, I don't know. Say Carstar through this house only. Obviously Carstar's got a lot, so I'm sure his stuff is going to be toured. But say Carstar through this little bit and this house into, and said yes, I would like it if this is toured in a one-off video. Now, there may be enough here for a full video, but there may be enough here for a couple of videos. So maybe if, let's say, I don't know, another couple of houses around Spawn that were quite small were also said, oh, I'd like to be toured as well, I'd combine them into a 2 or 3 sort of smaller tours into one video type thing. And that's what I want to do. I'm going to create a sign-up doc. I'm going to basically send it to all my patrons and say, if you want your build to be toured, which I'm guessing the majority, probably all of them will, then they sign up. Every single build is going to be showcased in the final world tour, which will be very cinematic based. Lots of shots, like, and is pretty much going to be all cinematics, and it's going to be just lots of shots of like the builds looking nice and everything like that. But in between now and then, I want to start recording and uploading tours of the. So there's going to be no monthly tour. It's going to be a tour of completed builds on the server. Now, some builds are not going to be completed in time. So I will tour some after if they are finished in single player, and I will tour some that are half done in a sense. I'm not entirely sure the format of how I'm going to do this, but I know they're going to be uploaded on this YouTube channel. So that's that. Expect them to start rolling out. I would say give me a couple of weeks to start sort of, because we've got just under 2 months until the server actually resets. Give me a couple of weeks to start getting everything sorted, getting everyone signed up, and then I can sort of create a time scale of when I want to tour all of these. I'll be recording most of them as and when they are completed. The recording won't take long. I've got a good idea on how I want to record them. The actual editing and everything might take a little bit longer, but hopefully they'll all be out pretty much before Season 1 starts, or Season 2 of my Patreon server. So that's a little bit of info on that. Info regarding the actual server reset itself. It is being reset on. So the final world download is going to be on Saturday, March the 25th. The final stream server close date is going to be Sunday, March the 26th. And then the world start date for me is going to be Friday, March the 31st, where I'm going to stream going onto the server as I did for season 1, as I did for this world. All those years ago, there's a little bit of a hill here, a little bit of a mound. And I remember there was like a cave in there, and we went off, we got a couple of trees, got some coal, we mined up some cobble and some gravel, and we lit up and built like a tiny mini spawn area. I'm going to be doing that again, and that'll be the day before the world is available to everyone to play on. And then we'll take another world download after that stream. So there'll be a world download of literally just the small spawn like platform that I build. And we're going to then launch the server on Saturday, April the 1st, during my stream, because I'm going to stream on there from probably 7 p.m. or something like that. And we're going to stream on there for many hours and launch the server with all of the Patreons. Now, that's the timescale. There's going to be, you'll see below, there's a countdown to the final world date. There's a countdown to the final world download, should I say? And there's a countdown to the launch of season 2. And I should also say that anyone that is a Patreon, it is now for season 2. It is $5 a month. I initially launched this server as a $1, and I should probably show like what we did during the. Now it's currently being created into a domination type game mode. But before Carstar turned this for my Patreon. Oh God, what have I done? Oh no, what have I done? There we go. He turned it for. Well, he turned this into an Elytra flying thing, and it was basically the last person alive. We're currently having like a domination type thing worked out, and it's going to be quite interesting to play that in the next Patreon hangout. So yeah, this is looking really good now. So yes, I completely lost my train of thought. I don't even know what I was talking about. So yes, it's $5 a month now to join my Patreon server. I feel like that's the norm. Initially, when I started this server, it was $1 a month, and then it went to $3 a month. But I let everyone that was paying $1 a month to still pay that. And now, when it's gone to $5 a month for the next 2 months anyway, people that are still paying $1 and $3 can still stay on the server and still pay that amount. But as of April 1st, for the reset, it is going to be exclusively for $5 a month Patreons. Now, some people may not like this and may think bad of me for this. It's the norm for servers. It really is. I've been a part of many sub servers, many Patreon servers. I've seen other people's Patreon servers and sub servers, and the standard is $5. And I probably should have set that to start off with, but I don't know why. Really, thinking back, I set it as $1 and then went to $3, and now obviously went to $5. I should have probably just set it to $5 to start off with. But I can't keep letting people pay $1 and $3 when people now who want to join the server have to pay $5. It just doesn't sit right with me. I can't in my head justify charging someone $5 to join the server when someone that just through sheer luck or through whatever reason found me earlier and is only paying $1 or $3 a month. So it's not like now that the problem with making someone pay $5 when they were paying $1 was they were already on the server. So it's sort of like if they can't afford it, then they've lost all of their stuff on the server and it's just sat on the server not doing anything. With a reset, nobody has anything. So it is a complete new world. So it's the only time I can make it fair for everyone. with the reset. It's the only time I can actually do that and justify it. And I hate having to charge people more when I was initially charging them less. But the server at the minute has upwards of 60 people whitelisted. The server has had close to 3 digits of people on. Almost 100 people have been on this server at one time or another. If we count every single person, people that have been on the server and left, and people that are still on the server, and mods and everything like that, almost 100 people have been on this server. I think that shows how much it's gained in popularity, and I think a vast majority of that, and it's not like I want to price people out or anything like that, but it just becomes a little bit too much. And with the norm being about $5, I do need to now set it at that. And I hope people do understand that, and I hope people don't get mad at me for that. But that is a quick update. I sort of wanted to just explain through my voice, mainly through face words, to any of my current patrons or anyone that's thinking of being a Patreon, and everything like that, of what's been happening behind the scenes with my Patreon. There is also a few reward changes. There's a few goal changes on my Patreon page. I'll link to the blog post, which is public for everyone to see. You don't have to be a Patreon to see it. That explains all of that. Includes stuff like every time someone becomes a Patreon, past and present. So all of my current Patreons now will still get this reward. I'm going to be doing a typography type sort of like sketch saying thank you and tweeting that out. I need to get to that soon and start working on the ones that of all of the current Patreons. There's also the new amount of $15 a month, which will actually only be, you'll only need to pay that once every 3 months. The next one being March the 1st. If you do, or April the 1st, should I say. Your pledge has to be in before April the 1st. And I'm going to be sending a... or is it March? I can't remember. I think it's March. No, it's March. Yeah, it's March. It's March, June, something in December. What's the month in between that? I can't remember. But links to that below. So my Patreon page and everything like that. And $15 a month, and that'll just be just the one-off payment for the said month that I'm going to be sending those off, and that's going to be a pen pal type tier where I'm going to send a little thank you letter to my Patreons, / possibly like custom designed art from someone in the community, and a little present or something like that. Just a little thank you, and that's something that'll happen 4 times a year, and you only need to be a Patreon of that amount for that month. Or for the month prior, so like you get charged for, so say like the next one is March, I believe, but it says in the blog post and on my Patreon page when the next one is. So say like the next one is March, you have to be a Patreon of $15 for March the 1st, before March the 1st, for when March the 1st gets charged, and I'll be sending out everything through March the 1st, or through the month of March. So that's that. Like I said, blog post explaining everything in a little more detail, a link below. Countdowns to all of the things in the description down below as well. And my Patreon page is linked down below as well. The server is resetting on April the 1st, less than 2 months. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to all of the tour videos that are coming. Like I said, I'm currently in the process of getting a Google Doc with everyone signed in on and signed up for that. I'm looking forward to sharing this world with you guys and sending it off in a very, very good style. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, make sure to leave it a like, make sure to leave it a comment, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.